Hello and welcome to another episode of the Husky by Booze podcast. Yeah, because there are two of us here. You know, sphere-like people with beards, and hence the husky and Barbu. Barbu, by the way, if you didn't know Spanish, it means bearded. So, revelation revealed right there. You got a revelation right there. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So, how was everybody's week? Fine. I don't listen to you. Anyway.
Well, ours was
It was interesting, to say the least.
very interesting.
Yeah. And not in the best of ways, but interesting nonetheless. Anyway. Well, no, let's not go there. Good vibes only. Good vibes only.
Let's make this podcast cheery to this week.
Yeah.
Nothing bad.
Okay,
I'm
gonna start talking right away, right out of the gate, with a subject that I found out, a story actually that I found out. Let me read it here. I even saved the link just to make sure that I have all the details. Here's. It says here, Just Stop Oil activists throw soup at Van Gogh sunflowers. You know who's Vincent Van Gogh? I mean, everybody has, not that you have to be an art major to know who the fuck Vincent Van Gogh is, but pretty much everybody knows or has an idea. Redheaded dude, chopped off his ear, then fucking killed himself. But was a painter and a very good painter. But I just gave you the bullet points.
It's supposed to be cheery, not.
Yeah.
Oh, he cut his ear.
Yeah, cut off his ear, then fucking killed himself. But in the meantime, before he hung up the boots or retired the brush, he was a very good painter and has a lot of good paintings around the world. And his paintings are worth millions upon millions of dollars, and some of them are in exhibition on museums and whatnot. So this particular painting, the sunflowers, was smeared with fucking tomato soup by, let me read it. Activists from Just Stop Oil have thrown tomato soup over Vincent van Gogh's sunflowers at the National Gallery in London. There's where gasps, roars, and shout out of, "Oh my gosh," in a room of 43 of the gallery, room 43 of the gallery, as two young supporters of the climate protest group threw a liquid over the painting, which is protected by glass, just after 11 a.m. They removed jackets to reveal Just Stop Oil t-shirts before gluing themselves to the wall beneath the artwork, which is one of the gallery's most important treasures. What is worth more, art or life? I have to do the imitation of the people that are talking, because this is the nature of their maturity. So I have to do it appropriately. Say one of the activists, Phoebe Plummer, 21. Need I say more? She was accompanied by a 20-year-old Anna Holland from Newcastle. Is it worth more than food? More than justice? Are you more concerned about protection of a painting or the protection of our planet and people? Am I doing it right?
Oh, you're spot on.
Okay. The cost of living crisis is part of the cost of oil crisis. Fuel is unaffordable to millions of cold, hungry families. They can't even afford to heat in a tin of soup. Okay, I think I went overboard there, but okay. I'm not seeking for any Emmy nominations or any kind of trophy season, so I'm just winging it there. National Gallery staff quickly cleared the room. The gallery has since confirmed the painting was not harmed, thank God, saying in a statement that after the protesters threw what appears to be tomato soup over the painting, the room was cleared for visitors and police were called in. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. Calling the police on fucking protesters throwing a fucking painting over $1 million painting. Wow, I wouldn't have gone to that conclusion. Officers are now on the scene. There is some minor damage to the frame, but the painting is unharmed. I'm not even going to continue reading this shit. Anyway, should we file this under dummy of the century?
We can. I'm looking at the report now. And the people that did it, they look fucking young.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, these kids look like they're 13 and 14.
And yet the report says 21 and 20.
Like, I'll text you what I'm looking at now.
No, I seen the video. I saw the video when they did it. I saw because
you gonna tell me they look like they're 21?
Dude, I go to a church where there's triplets, and the triplets are 13 years old in age. Mm-hmm. Their appearance is of 28-year-old.
But this 21-year-old is the opposite.
These three kids tower over me. They tower over me. I mean, I wouldn't blame anybody if they would never ask him for ID. Need we repeat that Bad Boys 2 line? When the kid went visit to Martin Lawrence's
you ever made love to a man? Yeah.
Like,
want to?
Like, no, like, how old are you? 17? Word we cannot pronounce. You look like 30.
You look like 31. You got some ID on you? No.
Then spoilers, he ends up marrying her.
Oh yeah, in the old movie, and then she gives birth, and they're running through.
That was part 3.
Like, that shoot up scene in the mall, and then they run to the hospital after that.
Mm-hmm. That was on part 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See how we mix things here? We're talking about current events, and then we still end up talking about movies.
It's okay. At least it's patching together. It's not like we go, well, you know.
It's not. This isn't. It's not that we're doing a Jackson Pollock painting. Like, nothing makes sense. Then again, what the fuck do I know? That painting's worth millions, and it's just dude did fucking splatter on a fucking on a fucking canvas, and 50 years later, worth over $1 million. Tells you what the fuck do I know about art?
I for sure don't.
Shit. You can say it, man. We're not censored here. You can say it.
I don't know shit.
Anyways, so yeah, like, look,
yeah, we could label that under the dummy of the year, maybe.
Yeah, but look,
dummies.
I understand the need that you feel the need to protest, and I do not believe in censorship at any way, shape, or form. I don't care your ideology, your beliefs, your sexual preferences. I don't give a shit about that. You do you, and you do what you got to do, and you have the right to say whatever the fuck you want to say. But when you do stupidity and harming shit that ain't got nothing to do with the fucking environment, because tell me what the fuck Van Gogh has to do with fucking oil.
And maybe they were trying to make a point with, because it was worth so much, maybe they were like,
look,
well, I'm going to do this and maybe they'll hear me now.
When this dude kicked the bucket by himself, by the way, may I add, let us repeat that dark nature of his life again. Let us
we're gonna skip that.
No.
He passed away
when he fucking killed himself. Fuck it. He fucking killed himself. It's a matter of history, for fucking sake. He killed himself. All right, he fucking did it. I'm sorry. It's not nice. It's not good. But he fucking did it. Okay, you can't take that back. You as an extreme conservative once said, facts don't care about your feelings.
So, and you don't either, huh?
It would seem that way.
Oh no, it is that way.
Anyways, when this dude was still in the breathing and within the breathing people, not inside a coffin, when he was
deep,
when he was alive, there was no fucking oil. There was no fucking cars running around. There was no fucking oil. Why the fuck you having to throw fucking tomato soup on his shit? Also, may I add, this dude was depressed, fucking cut off his ear, and killed himself. Why the fuck?
Demons.
Like, why the fuck you gonna gain up on him after the fact that he's dead, and he's been dead over 100 years, and you still gonna fuck him up? What the fuck? Leave the man alone.
I told you, the kids look like they're 13. They probably thought, well, they're so protective over this painting. Let's just do that. Fuck shit up and see if we can get our word out before we get arrested.
I would say words that would be construed as offensive just by their physical appearance, not just because they look 13.
We don't want to get canceled here.
Read between the lines here. Let us read between the lines here and let's not continue any further.
Yeah.
Let's just say they don't look well. Let's just say they don't have a tight grip on reality.
They don't.
They don't have a tight grip on reality. Let's just leave it at that, okay? No insulting, not calling them names. Let's just say, I mean, and it's not so much of a leap of expressing myself in that manner because, hello, they threw, again, tomato soup on a painting of a dude that lived his life with fucking depression.
Well, that's why he cut his ear off because he was into it with I forgot, I don't have it on my phone, but some dude I think named Paul.
You would know about that more than I do.
Well, I was just reading about it right now.
The dude suffered enough in life. Didn't get any credit. And all these millions that his paintings have made, did he see a red cent about that? That dude died fucking broke. Fucking broke.
Said Van Gogh cut off his ear when tempers flared with Paul Gauguin, Gauguin, the artist.
La mamá que lo parió.
He had been working with while huh?
La mamá que lo parió.
Yeah, exactly. It's an artist that he was working with. So when tempers started flaring with that, and then he goes, he began to hallucinate and suffered attacks in which he lost consciousness.
Holy shit.
During these attacks, he used the knife.
Fuck.
He said he would black out and then he would come back to reality and then be like,
what the fuck?
What happened? Like, okay, what's up? And they're like, you just did something, right?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have any recollection of what the fuck he was doing.
So yeah, dummies of the century for now. I mean, there's a lot of potential out there for outshining.
Oh yeah, there's someone out there that's gonna be like, hold my beer.
Yeah, no, dude, we live in a planet that is a perpetual hold my beer challenge. It is like one outshines the other. It is like, you ain't done shit. Like, what? You think you act a fool? You ain't done shit. Watch this, motherfucker.
Watch me. I'll show you.
Watch this, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up in a minute. I will fuck you up in a minute. I'll make you look normal. That is the biggest fucking letdown right there. Like, you're gonna make me look normal? Holy shit. Woo! Jesus. Oh, what a day to be alive. People throwing fucking Campbell's soup on fucking paintings worth $1 million.
You just wasted a good can of soup, too.
Yeah, you could have had that shit for lunch. Some crackers and biscuits, whatever. The fuck you posh English folks eat.
Then fucking glue yourself to the wall?
Yeah.
Really?
Like that. See, and that glue, what's it made of? There's some properties there that exactly. So you're kind of fucking up your own purpose, motherfucker. Think about this shit. You fucking did not think this through. Obviously. Obviously, you didn't think this shit through.
Hey Johnny, let's go throw tomato soup on a painting and glue ourselves.
But
to the wall.
hey, Mission accomplished. Even our fat asses are talking about her. Mission accomplished.
I told you that's what they want.
Yeah, they wanted the attention, and mission accomplished. Even my fat ass is talking about them. We're roasting them like a motherfucker, but we're talking about them.
We're talking on them on a podcast that's barely out there.
Yeah, so, well, mission accomplished. I guess we the fools then. We're the fools then. Speaking of fools, let's not talk about the Yankees. Fuck.
Oh, no. Listen,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I almost burned down every Yankee thing I owned yesterday. By the time you listen to this on Monday,
dude,
they either fucking going golfing, or they just want to hurt the fucking Yankee fan base more.
Or Aaron Boone is seeking getting fired from the Yankees.
Aaron ain't going nowhere. Cashman ain't going nowhere. I saw a picture of the front office for the Astros and the front office for the Yankees. I think I was like 12 when the last person that joined the Yankees front office. in the oldest one, I wasn't even born yet. Cashman was hired by the Yankees in 1986. The last person that was hired for the front office was in 2002.
No, I think Steinbrenner was still alive back then.
Yeah. So the front office needs a mix-up, I think, because everyone that's hired by the Astros was 2000 or until now. Like, they have a young core front office that's going to be leading them for a long time. Now, yeah, the Yankees are doing what they're doing, but something needs to change.
Well,
before I burn down my house.
Don't fucking do that. Like, look, dude. Look, for those of you without the benefit of seeing us, because God save your eyes,
we're blessing you.
We're blessing
okay?
you.
You'll be happy that we're not showing our face.
Yeah, because of Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm wearing an Águilas Ibaeñas baseball cap. That team has not as much championships as the Yankees, because obviously the Yankees are the winningest franchise of all sports.
27 World Championships.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But as Águilas, I think they got 22. So that's pretty fucking impressive. That's pretty fucking.
Be at 27 before the Yankees win the next one, so don't worry about it.
No, the Águilas got like 22, so that's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah,
that's pretty fucking impressive. But the last years of Los Águilas has been, let's be admitted and let's be honest, has been dog shit. I mean, we won back in 2021, so it hasn't been that long. There hasn't been a big drought.
You want to know when's the last time the Yankees won? 2009.
Yeah. And A-Rod was in the team.
And A-Rod was pretty much carrying them almost that year.
Yep. After they kicked his ass out of the team for,
he missed the year before because of steroids, and then he had to end up getting some kind of hip surgery.
Yeah.
And then he came back fresh, new, didn't play for a year, and just was a beast.
I think he even talked about that. That was like that was his proudest moment, that he didn't need no PhDs to win that championship. I think he
just needed Madonna.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
God, that fossil. Anyway, okay. Let's keep it in pseudo sports. We've been kind of going on the wrestling beat recently, because you're kind of a wrestling fan, and I'm still a wrestling fan. I don't deny that shit. Yes, 44 years old and still watches wrestling.
I'm 34. I mean, I'll catch it once in a blue. I mean,
you don't like
I'm still playing the PlayStation 5 game. I mean, I'm still playing video games at our age. I mean,
yeah.
I ain't gonna stop. Hey,
who's the demographic? You think a fucking 15-year-old got cash to buy a PS5? Unless he's selling drugs. Unless he's a fucking drug lord.
Parents are buying it.
Yeah, but who? Let's be honest and sincere. Who is the key demographic for these fucking expensive as fuck video games?
Oh, between the 30 and 50 range is probably
Yes, because those are the fucking people that can pay it. Because they got jobs. Because guess what? Fucking shit is expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't buy my PlayStation 5, but those shits were expensive.
Like you buy one brand new right now, how much you gonna pay? $800?
Yeah, because what they're doing now is the system is $5, and they're making you buy a controller and 2 games. They're bundling it now. They don't want to just sell it just the system, which is smart. A lot of these people, a lot of these companies are doing that. So,
anyways, back to the wrestling beat. You remember that we talked about the all-out melee that happened in the locker room between CM Punk, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega, and there was also CM Punk's former trainer, the guy who trained him for wrestling, Ace Steel, who is a producer in AEW, who was also participating in the fight because allegedly he literally bit Kenny Omega. Apparently, that's a form of fighting now, biting people.
Really? Wow. Like, bite me, I'll fuck you up, huh?
Check that motherfucker for rabies. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck. Anyway, things are starting to clear up now because, as I think we already talked about this in the podcast before, all the parties involved have been suspended indefinitely. That includes the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson, Kenny Omega, CM Punk, and Ace Steel. Now, this week we got information that Ace Steel has been fired from AEW due to the said melee that happened in the locker room, because I guess when you bite a wrestler and you're a producer and also bit one of the executive vice presidents of the company.
What is he, a dog?
Look, this is hearsay, okay? Well, obviously, none of us were there, and this is still under speculation. But the information that we got so far that all the parties involved are clear on is that after CM Punk destroyed everybody verbally in his press conference, he went back to his locker room, and apparently the EVPs, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, who are wrestlers and also executive vice presidents of the company, were waiting for him in his locker room. Why? Because he literally said in the press conference, if you have a problem with me, come see me. So they took him up on that offer, and they were there. So when Punk arrived, Punk immediately took a swing at one of the Young Bucks. I think he swung at Matt Jackson, and then Ace Steel threw a chair at Nick Jackson and landed on his head. So he hit him with a steel chair for realsies, with the intent of hurting. CM Punk apparently has emotional issues because he has a dog named Larry, and it's like an emotional dog. For emotional support and whatnot. And the dog, seeing all this batshit crazy thing going on, the dog starts barking. To this point, Kenny Omega hasn't done dick. But when he sees the dog, Kenny is a very sensitive person. So he thought, oh my God, the dog is something's going to happen to the dog. So his intent was to pick up the dog and take him out of the room so nothing happens to it. Ace Steel interprets this as Kenny wants to harm the dog. So he fucking bites him. And then at this point is when everybody comes in and starts to tries to stop breaking out the fight. This is the story that has been told so far, where all parties agree on that happened.
I just want to know. Isn't it easier hitting someone than actually bringing your face to their body and chomping on them like they're freaking meat?
Yeah. But it's so, and apparently Ace Steel is also surprised that he was let go. Now, you tell me, if you start a fight with the executive vice presidents of the company that you work for,
And you buy
throw a chair at one of them and bite another one. Do you expect to have a job the next day?
Yeah, why not?
Do you expect like nothing happened here? All is hunky dory.
Everything is under the water under the bridge. Man.
Everything is peachy keen.
Everything is water under the bridge, man.
Bullshit. His ass is gone. His ass is gone. Also, fruit of all this, now the rumors are that AEW, because after that fucking melee in the locker room, now CM Punk has developed ill will towards almost 80 or to not say 90% of the entire locker room in AEW. People don't want him there no more. Because apparently, and this comes from Rob Van Dam. If you know who Rob Van Dam is, RVD, Mr. Monday Night, or how he used to call himself back in the ECW days, the whole fucking show. That's how he used to call himself.
I only remember him as the...
Yeah. Well, that's how he used to call it, the whole fucking show. So Mr. Whole fucking Show himself, who is a weed head to the maximum potential.
No.
He makes Matt Riddle look like a Christian.
I thought he would have been like his body is like a temple. I thought he wouldn't even put any stupid shit in his body like that.
That's why he lost the title, because they found him and Sabu. They stopped him back when weed was like illegal and shit. The police stopped him and found huge amounts of bags of weed on both of them. It was like one of these fucking bits on TV that you just open the door, it's just a hail of smoke coming out of the fucking car. It's like they were writing. It's like they were writing with Snoop Dogg and shit. Anyways, he was suspended. That's why he lost his title back then, which he beat John Cena back in the day. We're reminiscing here. Anyway, they asked RVD very recently, about his opinion about CM Punk. And RVD said, look, people that get to that level, who have this fucking desire to be the very, very fucking best, they all share a common denominator. They are egomaniacs. They have a fucking ego the size of Texas. And he said, and CM Punk is no exception. Dude has a giant ego. This is RVD speaking, not me. I don't know CM Punk. I don't know him from Adam.
Well, I mean, history speaks for itself.
No, and he gave an example that pretty much nails it in the head. As you know, CM Punk started his WWE career in the WWE version of ECW. He started his career there. And Rob Van Dam was the champion, but when he got suspended, he left the company. He left for a while to serve his suspension because of weed. When he came back, CM Punk was already wrestling, but he only had months in the company. So he says that when he came back, CM Punk greeted him like he was very nice. He said, very nice, very respectful, very gentlemanly. So you can look, Rob. I know you've been here. You haven't been here in a while because you were serving your suspension and everything. But I'm just letting you know, FYI, that I'm gonna do a locker room meeting. And Rob Van Dam was like, in his head, he said, in my head, I was like, motherfucker, you've been here a minute. And you're starting a fucking locker room meeting? You've been here a fucking minute and you want a locker room meeting? He said, yeah, because, you know, there's some guys that have been snooping around and touching other people's gear, and we want to talk about that. Obviously, this has nothing to do with you because you weren't here when this happened. But, you know, like, we're locker room leaders, meaning him and RVD are locker room leaders, and it would be great for you to be there, like, show support for all this. So I'm just giving you the heads up, like, if you can please be in the meeting, just to be there, you know, show your support, moral support for the guys, and you know, like, backing us up. And Robin then was like, he said, look, I treated him well. I was like, yeah, sure, of course. But in my head, it was like, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what the fuck? You've been here a minute, and you already think you're a locker room leader? You've been in here a minute. A minute. So he says, but I say, hey, God bless him, because look where he's at. Look at where position he's at, and he's earning all the money. God bless. I can't hate on that. I don't hate on that, but it's just that the dude has an ego. That's all I can say about the dude. The dude has an ego, but then again, guess what? That's what you got to do in order to be the top dog in this business. You have to fucking believe in yourself. But he said, I just don't do that in that degree, because you end up burning bridges. So you do it in that fucking level, you end up burning bridges. And he's burned his couple of bridges. He's burned his bridges. So yeah. That's the story, the Ace Steel thing with CM Punk and all that. So what I was mentioning about the CM Punk thing is that CM Punk, due to the nature of everything that's going on, it's the rumor mill says is that AEW is going to buy out his contract. He has like a couple of years left in his contract. That means we don't know how much he's making, but there's some speculation that he could be owed like $4 or $5 million.
No, he has to be making more than that.
Yeah, no, a year. I mean,
yeah, more than that.
So what the hold up right now as to why they haven't bought his contract out fully yet is because they're discussing about what's the term they use, no compete clause. Like, he has to fulfill a period that he won't sign with anybody after they buy out his contract. That is filling in speculation as to that there might be some interest in WWE signing CM Punk. Now, that creates and opens a whole nother can of worms due to the fucking history that the CM Punk has with WWE. Granted, Vince McMahon is not there anymore, so that's one big issue out of the way. But still, he has major heat with one Papa H, Triple H, Paul Levesque. He has major heat with him because things did not end well between them also when Punk left the company then. That was one of the reasons why he left. Because they were going to give him, and that year, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is 2014, they were going to make him fight Triple H for that WrestleMania. That was the plan. And by the way, Punk was supposed to win. But Punk was like, I totally resent Triple H. He told him to his face, I resent you for not putting me over back in 2011. Because that was the right call to do, to put me over. You had nothing to gain on that. So that this match, it doesn't help me, it helps you. So this WrestleMania match you guys want, it helps you, not me. So there's issues there. But Triple H is like Vince in the sense that he's game for whatever as long as it's best for business. You know, he doesn't hold grudges. He's a guy that will do what is best for business. So there is speculation that WWE might actually do that, but there's a problem, which is one, the ego and the attitude with CM Punk, due to what we've seen so far, the issues with AEW. Also, the dude is injury prone. He's not young anymore. He's 44. He's injury prone. Broke his foot and tore his tricep, his left tricep. So he's very injury prone. So why would you invest in damaged goods? You know. So best scenario for CM Punk, part-time, be a part-timer.
He has to be a taker.
He has to be a part-timer. So that automatically kills whatever thoughts that he might have in his head. Oh, I got to be the champion. Look, with the exception of Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns now, because Roman Reigns now is a part-timer. I don't like the idea of a champ being a part-timer. I don't like the idea. It's because you got to put something out there for the fans to go against. I mean, right now, how they've been booking Roman is solid. Like this reminds me like back in the old days, like in the 80s. You don't remember this because you weren't around there, but in the 80s, Hogan was the champ for like 5 or 6 years, and you barely saw the dude on TV. He was barely on TV, and it didn't matter. And people didn't want. I don't remember people ever asking, "When is Hogan going to defend the title?" Nobody gave a shit because it was like
really defend the title in main events.
Exactly, it was the big money.
You don't need that long to build a promotion either. Like
no, and also back in the day, it was a different beast because you didn't have Raw, you didn't have SmackDown, you didn't have all this. It was like
it's just one show.
Exactly, it was just one show, and they filmed a month of material in one night. So they were always on the road, not doing TV, and they already had TV. They already had TV for a month. They had already filmed enough TV for a month, so they were good. They were solid. So Hogan didn't have to do that traveling. He didn't have the big schedule, but he was making the big bucks. So this is kind of like a modern day era version of Hulk Hogan. What they're doing with Roman now, and I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. I don't got no problem with Roman because Roman's character has been built to this point that is believable for him to take this time off because he's so goddamn good. Like, he can take it leisurely because he already beat everybody. He beat everybody. Everybody in the fucking roster has his stamp of his boot on their ass. You know? It's literally that. It's like, I kicked that ass. I kicked that ass. I kicked that ass. That's it. There's nobody in the fucking roster he hasn't beat.
But it makes sense. Like, how longer could have, I'm just speaking here. How longer could have Austin, Taker, Michael, Triple H would have lasted if they did exactly what they're doing now? You stuff a mud hole for 2-3 years. And you make them part-timers. There's no reason to have them there every single day. You make a good storyline and you give these guys, it doesn't take that long to build a storyline. You do a couple of shows, nights there and there. You do 1 or 2 appearances. You don't have to break your ass.
Yeah, no.
Come pay-per-view time.
And look,
you're legit.
And look, you know who you thank for this new era of part-time heavyweight champions? Brock Lesnar. Brock was, in this modern era, is the first guy that is a part-timer, came back as the world champion, didn't have to wrestle every night. Brock, look, people shit on Brock, not now, because now he's like this happy-go-lucky attitude that he has now. He's like funny. Well, he's still a beast. He beats the shit out of people still. But he's like more like, his demeanor is more like relaxed, more chill. But when he came in, it was like fucking destroy everything in the fucking path. It's just eliminate any fucking body in the middle and just destroy them. But Brock is fucking smart in terms of business wise. He's getting more money than most people in that fucking locker room for doing the minimum. And why? Because he's a fucking name. Everybody and their mama know. And everybody and his mama know who the fuck Brock Lesnar is.
Well, yeah, it's like that in any job, dog. But you break your ass. You come in, you know what you're doing, you get it done, and no one really gives a damn what you do next, as long as your job is done.
Yeah, and he does his job perfectly. He does his job perfectly, and so. Going back to Punk, with Punk, I have my reservations of going part-time wrestler champion there because, one, let's be honest, he's scrawny. He doesn't have.
Why does he need to be a champion?
I'm talking about because his ego wants to be the top guy. He's
remember going to cost you money.
Remember his catchphrase that he is the best in the world. That's his catchphrase. So that comes with the territory of gold. If you're the best in the world,
used to have a catchphrase: "The best there was, the best there will, the best there ever will be."
Yeah, but
his ass wasn't.
He was. Who you were. He was. He was the best technical wrestler in that fucking company.
But then, if you really think about it, Angle came in, and did his shit.
Yeah, but look, we're not gonna go on this. We're not gonna go on this fucking tirade.
We can.
No, because it's unfair because they never got to fight each other. That's why. They never got the chance to fight each other. And both of them wanted to. Like, if you asked them now, both of them would have. That's one of his bucket lists. That's Kurt Angle's bucket list. He was like, that's the one that got away from me. That's the one that I regret the most in life. He said, I regret that like you won't imagine, because he's wrestled everybody that he wanted to.
Yeah, but what shape was Bret Hart at that time to wrestle?
But look, when Kurt Angle made pro in WWE was in 1999. By that time, Bret was still jerking the curtain in WCW. So he was in WCW. And a few months later, he got concussed to retirement by Bill Goldberg. That fucking kick.
We're not going to get into that one again.
By Bill Goldberg. And, Bret, you just touched that subject. Bret will let you know.
Oh, yeah. And at this point, Goldberg don't give a damn.
No, Goldberg.
He reached out to him.
Goldberg don't give a fuck.
Tried to say his sorries. And, he's basically said, you know what? Fuck him.
But Bret, all the time, he's like, the guy that should be removed from the Hall of Fame is Goldberg. Like, dude, you forgave Shawn Michaels for screwing you in Montreal.
Exactly. So like, Shawn Michaels not be in the Hall of Fame?
I believe that in his heart of hearts, the screw job is not as big as being removed from wrestling and not be able to perform. That's what Goldberg took away from him. The ability to perform.
Like it was on purpose.
But you have to understand, for this dude, that's his life. I'm not justifying Bret's idea. I'm not justifying it.
His brother almost ended Stone Cold before he was really Stone Cold.
I know. But I'm not justifying Bret's mental state on this. I'm with you 120 billion% that he should fucking let this go. Because it's done. Like, dude, you can press this issue to the billionth degree. It's done. You haven't wrestled as a full-time actual fucking wrestler in over fucking 20 years. Let it the fuck go. Let it the fuck go. Let it go. Let it go, for fuck's sake. That's it. Look, yes, was he hard on you? Yes. Did he concuss your ass? Yes. Did he force you to retire? Yes. All of the above.
Apologize.
But he didn't fucking do it on purpose.
Did he apologize? Did he make multiple efforts to apologize?
He did not do it on fucking purpose. It was not his intention to remove you from wrestling. You have to understand, Goldberg only had 3 years in the fucking business to that point?
And Bret Hart is a big name. Why would he even want to do that?
3 years. He's basically a fucking rookie. So he kicked the shit out of you. It's real. He fucked you up. It's fucking horrible.
The way Goldberg came in, he just beat your ass and said next. It's literally his catch line. Who's next?
Dude, the longest matches of that man's career was when he went into WWE in 2002.
Was that against The Rock?
Against everybody. Because
yeah,
they fucked up the formula in WWE. The reason Goldberg was huge in WCW is because they protected his inabilities. No, his inabilities, his shortcomings. That's why the matches were
the greatest wrestler, but he was, you made it short and sweet, and he didn't fuck it up.
It was the Mike Tyson formula. You didn't go see a Mike Tyson fight back in the 80s to see how long this fucking match was going to last. He knocked the motherfucker out in the second round.
Sometimes the first within 20 seconds.
Like, this was going to be short and sweet. You knew signing up to this fucking pay-per-view, this was going to be ending in a minute.
Did I ever tell you that time that we watched it? We ordered the fight. My brother-in-law ordered the fight.
Which
Mike
fight?
Tyson was in it. It was a Tyson fight. We watched all that shit.
What? Back when?
I don't remember this. Had been maybe early 2000s.
Well, that was diminished returns Tyson.
Yeah, but he was still could fuck you up.
Oh, for sure. He can fuck you up now.
Oh yeah. They said the bravest person in the world is Mike Tyson's trainer.
You don't want none of that.
So
you don't want none of that.
We order the fight, and the fucking cable goes out.
Oh shit!
Was it the cable or was it the lights? One of those. It was either the cable or the lights went out. The lights came on or the cable box came on 3 minutes.
Jesus
so you
Christ,
thought the first round would have been over. Fine. Fucking guy knocked him out. Tyson knocked out the fighter. We missed the whole fight. It was like we paid fucking $70 to watch nothing.
Dude, that dude, I don't know what the fuck. He had the touch of death in his fucking fist.
Here's the thing, and I listen and I talked to a lot of guys about Tyson. Tyson wasn't a boxer, he was a street fighter. That's why a lot like Holyfield and what's the other guy's name? Lennox. When he faced them, he didn't win a lot. Because they boxed him. That's why, Tyson was a street fighter. He wanted to knock you the fuck out.
It's the same thing with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. It's the same fucking thing. Deontay Wilder has a touch of death. He touches you. He tags you with his arm. You're done. It's Sleepy Nunu time. It's Sleepy Nunu time. You ain't waking up. You ain't waking up. But Tyson Fury is a fucking boxer. He will outbox you. And that's the reason why he's beaten Deontay Wilder twice. The dude, Deontay Wilder, has a fucking... He fought like a week ago. Deontay Wilder did. First round, touched the dude. Out cold. First round. Mm-hmm. First round. He just touched the dude. He just tagged him. And the dude was sleeping. He was snoring. He was snoring in the fucking mat. Snoring. Like fucking snoring. That dude, the touch of death. Touch of death.
Yeah, it's like their fist is made out of fucking same thing.
It's like if
Thor's, thing hammer's made out of.
It's like if he tags you with that arm, with that fist, it takes you to another dimension.
You're going night-night.
It's Sleepy Nunu time. Sleepy Nunu time.
Talking, as we're still in sports,
don't
Mr.
tell
Tom
me.
Grady, the GOAT, got killed today. They lost 21-3. They didn't even score a touchdown.
Shocking. Shocking.
Lisa, if you're listening to this and you're still a Brady fan, I'm sorry.
She's a Patriots fan. She don't give a fuck about Buccaneers. She don't give a fuck about like the period of time when Brady was in the team. That's all she gave a shit about.
Now that he's gone,
sack
him.
No, now that he's gone, like there's still some love for Brady, but not like if he goes faces the Patriots, he's like fuck him. Fuck him.
Yeah. So, but yeah, going back to the whole part-time thing. If you did that from the beginning of time, you would have saved a lot of rest of his career and would have probably made him longer.
Yeah.
Would have made him a lot longer than what they were. Austin probably would have fought maybe another 3 years. But his knees were shot.
Look, I think that WWE now is getting it. Like less is more.
I think sports in general is getting it.
No, but look, sports in general, yes, but I don't think there's a sport more taxing on the body than wrestling.
Because 360.
That, and you're constantly punishing your body in a way that no other sport is demanding that. Like the bumps these people take in their back, like for example, Randy Orton, have you seen him in a while? No. Why? His back is fucked up for all those goddamn RKOs. Because, hello, he's throwing himself on the floor on his bare back. And he's been doing that for over 20 years. Hello? And that ring is not like it's springboarded. It's fucking wood. With the lightest cover of a mat thing that like supported shit, like some rubber shit on top. But still, you're landing on fucking hardwood. You're landing on fucking hardwood for 20 fucking years. What the fuck you think is going to happen to your back? It's going to go out. It's going to go out. You look at Hogan. Look at Hogan. Hogan,
leg drop.
That leg drop is the most boring ass fucking finisher under God's green earth. Yet that fucking leg drop fucked him up for the rest of his life because he's landing on his ass. And is compressing his spine. Every time he did it, it was compressing his spine. The same thing with Austin. But Austin, look, the difference between Hogan and Austin is that Austin has been getting treatment with DDP yoga. So he
helped out a lot of people.
Dude, like, you know that Dustin Rhodes, he's still wrestling in AEW. You knew that? Dustin, he used to be Goldust.
No.
Cody Rhodes' brother, older brother. He's still fucking wrestling.
Goldust is still wrestling?
Yes, and his late 50s, and he's still wrestling. God damn. And he's still fucking good. He still moves like he used to. Why? DDP yoga.
Goldust didn't get enough.
Right there. DDP yoga.
Goldust didn't get enough credit. That dude was wrestling.
Austin still says that he's one of his favorite matches to have against him. He was one of his favorite opponents all time.
His wife was not something bad to look at either.
She still look good. Damn. She still look good. She still looks
terrible.
And he's lost so much goddamn weight.
Well, that's what they're supposedly that yoga stuff makes people lose weight. Like a lot of fat people started doing DDP yoga stuff, and they lost a tremendous pounds of weight.
Dustin is like, you remember when he started as Goldust, how trimmed he was?
Yeah,
that's exactly how he looks now.
That's good though, but I heard a lot of people. Well, I've seen and heard and read a lot of stories that
Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels
needed it.
Chris Jericho, Mick Foley right now is using it too.
He has to. Well, he can't move. Foley went through Foley's whole wrestling career. Was about getting beaten the shit out of.
Yeah, that's basically
throwing off cages.
I'm sorry, but I have to agree. Ring. I have to agree with Ric Flair when he called him a glorified stuntman. So it was basically it.
Basically, it was
a glorified stuntman.
He was like, "Oh, you want me to lose? Sure. How do you want me to lose? Oh, but we need you to do this along the way. All right, no problem.
No, dude, it was all 90% of it was his idea." 90% of all that shit was his idea. It was his idea. Like, for example, when The Undertaker threw him off the cage in the Hell in a Cell and landed on the fucking announce table, guess whose idea was that? Mick's.
What drugs was Mick taking back then?
And when he told that to The Undertaker was like, Mick, do you want to fucking die? It was like, you got kids, man. You got fucking little kids. You want to fucking die?
That's one thing he did is make good-looking kids.
Oh yeah, that daughter of his, Jesus Christ.
Oh man,
Jesus Christ. Well, those looks have apparently come from the mama side.
I never seen his wife.
Well, she was a sight to behold back in the day. The mom, She was a sight to behold. Anyways, so even the Undertaker was like, Mick, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You know what happened after the Hell in a Cell match? Vince McMahon went to him while he was being attended, and Vince McMahon told him, Mick, I can never thank you enough for what you just did for this company tonight, but please, for the love of God, don't ever do that again.
Didn't he go through the steel cage?
He told him like that. Look, yes, that was the night that he went through the cage and did the whole.
Was it the same night? I thought it was 2 different matches.
Yes, no, but the other one that he did with Triple H, that was at least planned. What happened in that match with the Undertaker, that wasn't planned. That fucking just happened. The cage just buckled down and didn't give. So he was legitimately out cold when he landed on the floor on the ring under the cage. He was legitimately out cold. Legitimately, he was out cold. He says that he has no recollection of what happened after that moment. He said that hurt more than the first one when he landed on the table. That's what he said. The one when he landed on the table hurt less than the one when he landed on the ring, because the one when he landed on the ring, that was not planned.
You can't get yourself ready for it.
And exactly, he wasn't ready for preparing for the fall. He wasn't ready. And if you look at it, he took that bump very nasty. He was out cold. So Undertaker created a situation.
The ring broke, didn't it?
No, it didn't break. That was the one. That was the one with Triple H that it broke.
Oh, okay.
And that one was prepared. That one was planned. So they cushioned his fall. So that one, he didn't have any problem with that one at all. But the one that with the Undertaker, that fucked him up. That fucked him up. And Undertaker saw that. So that's why Undertaker took his sweet time, like calling the attention and people. And he just stood there. He was like, and Undertaker told him, "Look, I was just trying to give you some time, man." Because I saw you from up there, and he had to keep character, but inside he was like, "Oh shit, I killed him." It's like, "Oh fuck, I killed him. Oh fuck!" Like the Undertaker.
What were you gonna do?
Undertaker was like, "Oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, I killed him. Oh my god, oh my god." That was his reaction. Like, "Oh my god, I fucking killed him. Holy shit." I done fucking killed my friend.
I don't know, dude. That guy.
Mick has balls the size of Saturn.
Saturn? It ain't
fucking the size of the sun.
Yeah.
He's got fucking balls the size of the sun. Jesus Christ.
And dude still had enough brain cells to make a kid's book.
Yeah. That's the other thing, though. He's a fucking intellectual. That's the other fucking thing. You're like, this motherfucker enjoys pain like a narcissist, like some fucking sort of psycho, and he's fucking smart. He's fucking Hannibal Lecter. He's Hannibal Lecter, for fuck's sake.
Well, he probably thought he was smart enough to realize that, like, I'm a good wrestler.
Isn't there another
I'm
way?
not gonna be the greatest ever.
Isn't there another way to earn cash in this fucking life?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So he said, I'm not gonna be smart enough
to be the best wrestler.
To be the best. So why not make the best matches?
Exactly. Like, I even Austin told him, because remember, the Austin versus Kane match was after that. And Austin was like, "Well, thank you, Mick."
Yeah, like, how the fuck am I supposed to make
what
a
the
good
fuck?
Match now?
Like, how the fuck am I gonna follow that?
Follow that shit. What the fuck?
Like, thank you, Mick. Fuck. You done fucked me over. Ain't nobody remember this fucking match.
I didn't even know Austin and Kane went after that.
There ain't no motherfucker on earth that remember that goddamn match. And let me add to that, Mick actually interfered in that match. After taking those fucking bumps, he interfered in that match.
I didn't remember that.
Like, that's inhuman. That's not normal. Like, how the fuck you survive that kind of shit?
You don't.
That's another level, man.
Yeah, like I said, he was smart enough to say, I'm never gonna be that good.
Yeah, he's never gonna be
some great ass matches.
You're never gonna see Mick in the Hall of Fame of best technical wrestler.
But the toughest SOB,
toughest son of a bitch alive. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
So he needs that Diamond Dallas Page yoga because
God damn.
Dude be able to move right now.
You know that the doctor in WWE used to say to Mick, you have a back like a crocodile's back. Like, I see protrusions coming out of places there shouldn't be.
After that fall, I don't know how he didn't break his back.
No. You know what fucked him up the most? You know that he used to do this flying elbow dive outside of the ring. He landed
outside the ring.
Yeah.
Unprotected
padding on the floor.
Yep.
And he used to land it on his hip. His hip used to absorb the fall mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And that fucked up his hip. That fucked up his spine. That fucked up his back forever. And he said that it wasn't so much. He said the Hell in a Cell match was just like the exclamation point on the whole fucking thing. But it was all those fucking bumps, giving the elbow drop outside the ring. That's what fucked me up.
That's what fucked him up. Wasn't anything else. That was what fucked him up.
No, because he constantly did it. He did it on all his matches. You know that Mick is so fucked up that you remember when he had those matches as Mankind versus Shawn Michaels?
Yeah.
When Shawn was the champ? You probably remember there was a spot that Shawn like kind of screamed at him. Like
not
Shawn,
that I remember right now.
Okay, guess what? Because this Mick revealed it recently. He said that he remembered that Shawn had a faux pas with Vader. That
had a what?
With Vader. He had a verbal confrontation with Vader in the middle of a match because Vader missed a spot. So Shawn got mad because Shawn was a perfectionist, and he started chewing his ass out in the middle of the match, and it was for real. So Mick remembered that, and he was like, and they were wrestling in Philadelphia where they're allegedly smart marks. You know what smart mark means?
No.
Mark is the term that they use for wrestling fans. But smart marks are the ones that like allegedly know everything that's going on inside. And the Philadelphia crowd is tendently always the smart mark because that's where the ECW fans come. So usually they are the smart marks, the ones that are hip that know everything that's going on. So Mick used to wrestle in ECW as well. So Mick, like an up yours to the fans and to fuck with them, he told Shawn, look, let's create a spot. When it looks like I missed a spot, and you scream at me, just to make the fans think, oh shit, this is going real now. And Shawn was like, you son of a bitch, I'm in. He said like, with people that think that me and Shawn had problems, like, I had the time of my life wrestling Shawn Michaels. He said, I had the time of my life. And Shawn loved me too, because I gave him everything he wanted. He wanted to bump against me. I would bump for him like a motherfucker. He would bump for me like a motherfucker. We would just make each other look good. He said we just made each other look good. And Shawn loved it. I loved it. And I had no problems with Shawn Michaels as a wrestler. And even in personal shit, because we respected each other. And we're talking about back in the day when Shawn Michaels was an asshole.
When he was on that drugs.
Yeah, when he was an asshole. So it was that Shawn Michaels, not the born again Christian good guy Shawn Michaels. It was back when he was an asshole. So, and Shawn would say it himself. I don't think he would get offended if I said, "You used to be an asshole." Like, weren't we all? We
all have a phase that we were an asshole.
Yeah, weren't we all once upon a time? Apparently, some of those people don't get the memo. They haven't stopped being assholes. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Anyway. So, yeah, we buried the lead in the wrestling, man. God damn, this has been a wrestling podcast with the exception of the Tomato Soup Girls.
Yeah.
This has been a wrestling podcast, basically.
Well, I mean, your second story just led right into it. I mean, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, we've just been riffing about that. When does the fucking oh shit, the game is gonna start at 7. The Yankee game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be raining. I hope you're getting trained up.
Yeah, I don't want. I just can't take that shit anymore.
I can't.
Jesus Christ! It's like it's every year with the fucking Yankees. Like they start like gangbusters, fucking killing it. Comes the All-Star game and then they suck donkey balls.
You could say donkey dick.
Balls, dick, whatever. They get their mouth full of that.
But I like to use elephant. Instead of donkey, I like to use elephant.
Donkey dicks are pretty fucking long, dude.
Yeah, but you see elephants?
I don't think it fit that
okay,
fucking
let's just forget about talking about dicks here. We lost our way here.
And again we go, and it goes full circle now back to that Pulp Fiction scene.
Oh my god!
Bring in the gimp.
The people are not gonna know exactly what the hell we're talking about here. But hey, inside joke.
Bring in the gimp. You hear that, you hillbilly? I ain't done with you yet. I'm gonna get medieval on your ass.
Oh, maybe we should announce that our counterpart here, Angelo, is still alive.
Yes, he has not. He did not die in the motorcycle accident. Testing the motorcycle in New York City, he did not die. There was no need of necromancy. His wife did not have to conjure Satan to revive his,
back to me.
To bring his lifeless carcass back to life with missing limbs and parts.
Oh, man.
We love you, Angelo.
And the shit he put on Facebook. Oh.
Like I told you, it gives a whole new definition of cockfighting.
I'm not even going to repeat what he said on here either.
If certain parts don't touch, it ain't. Add the word.
It ain't you know what.
And we're laughing at an inside joke that nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh, man. That's just... Oh, man.
Oh, well, that's what we do here in this podcast. We just mix up everything, and there's no common sense of what the fuck we're talking about. You just strap yourself in the ride and hope for the best.
Just stay seated until the ride has come to a complete stop.
Yeah, you might need some mental health sessions afterwards.
We all need them. Even us.
Oh, we definitely do. God knows we do.
Angel needs God.
No, he's good. He's good. He's okay. He's okay. Believe me, he's a lot more tamer than he was back in the day.
I don't think I want to know the Angelo back then.
Oh, dude, you have no fucking you have no fucking clue. You have no idea. He was a lot crazier, but now, like I told you, parenthood has calmed him down, and he's a lot more relaxed, a lot more calm. But the imagination is still there.
Oh, I bet it is. It's like you don't lose that. You bottle it inside and just like, I'm gonna keep you here for a little bit until I need you to come out.
Hey, look at me! Like I don't commit acts of indecency and whatnot. But I got a very fucked up imagination.
Flaming Elmo.
Yeah. Like I tell everybody, look, like I told my friend Lisa, like, look, I suck at being a sinner, but I suck even more at being a Christian. So I'm trapped in between and sucking at two worlds.
But at least you're trying.
Yes, I mean, like, I'm like, God, you know what you're dealing with. Like, you know, like, you know, like, this ain't no fucking surprise to you. This ain't no fucking surprise to you. I mean, at least I ain't doing the shit I'm saying. You know what I mean?
He knows.
He's like, and he's like, yeah, thank me. You ain't doing this shit. Because if you been, fuck, you should be locked up for the rest of your natural life.
Oh man.
It's like my wife says, you tricked me. You tricked me. You told me something that you were not. I was like, well, sucks to be you then.
But you're choosing to stay.
But hey, you have conceded to stay with me. You've been with me for 15 years, so that makes you an accessory to murder.
Oh my God.
If I don't fuck up in the future, guess what? You going in there with me.
I'm taking you with me.
You've been maintaining this fucking animal. We should erase that.
No, I think she'll enjoy listening to it.
Oh yeah, she's like, she must be shaking her head listening to this part. Like, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. What have I done with this man? What have I done with this man, Jesus? Help me, Lord.
Help me. Help me.
Help me, Jesus. I don't know what to do with this crazy fat fuck.
He went rogue. He went rogue.
I'll be like, well, that will make two of us then. I don't know either. I'm like, well, just be grateful. I ain't killing nobody.
That's for sure.
So, oh yeah, I'm seeing reaction now from Tom Brady throwing the playbook and throwing everything in the fucking floor.
Yeah, he didn't have the greatest of game.
Yeah, it's like, I came back and lost my fucking family for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, dude.
Yeah, it ain't a happy town in that family.
Yeah, and that divorce seems to be getting very, very, very nasty.
You know, at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to go through with it.
Like, you think he's going to just retire out of spite?
No, I think if he signs a contract saying he'll be done after this year, I think she'll take him back. Even though as fucked up as it seems to say, yeah, I know you're my husband, but if you don't sign this contract that you're gonna, put us first next year, I'm out.
She's a beautiful woman and everything, but I think at this point in her life, because what is she, like in her late 30s now?
No, I think she's older than that.
She's in her 40s then.
I think she might be a little bit older.
Okay, well, like in DR, like we say in DR, ese fue re bueno entonces.
Okay, she's 42.
Okay, so
she was a little older than that.
Okay, so she's in her 40s.
Yeah.
In
his 40s. I think he's
like 45.
The same.
No, he's like 45. He's like 44, 45, something like that.
Let's find out. Hold on 1 second. 45.
Mm-hmm. I know he's older than me. That much I know. He was older than me.
That much you know, huh?
Yeah. That much I knew. He was older than me. So yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, why? Look, the dude has more money than fucking most NFL players can dream about.
Oh no, he got paid very well for doing what he was doing.
And
he's just stayed.
He's done it all multiple times. Multiple times, more than twice, more than thrice. And he still wants more? The fuck, dude?
He retired for what, 5 months? And it was like, not
even. Not even. Like maybe 4.
I'm sorry.
He was like 4 months maybe into it. And the wife was already planning houses and shit.
They bought that house a while ago.
Yeah, but like she was planning shit ahead already. He was like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna have a good life, and all of a sudden he's inside of like, No, I can still do this shit. I can still do this shit. I can still fuck people up. I can still fuck people up. Like, because it just gave him that bad taste in his mouth that he lost that game and that final game in the postseason. I was like, God damn it, I was so fucking close. I was so goddamn fucking close. And also remembering that he had won the year previously. So that was like, I can fucking still do this shit. I can still do this. What the fuck? And now this season is telling him, no, son.
He doesn't have the team like he had last year either. He might have the same receivers, but he doesn't have Gronk. Gronk retired. Gronkowski retired. He was like, fuck this, I'm done. His body was shot.
Yeah, he thought that was going to go back to the New England system. Like, no, dude. Those dudes are done. Those dudes are done. This is old. You are old. Let it go. That's the same fucking shit that happened to, what's his name? Brett Favre. That's another guy who overstayed his welcome.
Yeah, big time.
He overstayed
when he was on the Jets. I'm like, he made the Jets fucking good too. I was like, okay, here we go. Maybe he can lead us.
Also, joining the Vikings, like going to the enemy camp.
Oh, that was the worst thing he ever did.
Like, you were from Green Bay and you went to the enemy camp. That's a whole nother level of assholery, if you ask me. That's a whole nother level. Like, oh, you ain't gonna give me, like, poor Aaron Rodgers. It wasn't his fucking fault that he was younger than you. It wasn't his fucking fault. It wasn't his fucking fault. It was just his time. And you know what? Now both of you are tied in Super Bowl rings. Both of you are tied. Just one apiece. One apiece. Hey, that's most good quarterbacks.
Rodgers only has one?
Yeah. He only won one.
Making me rethink football here. I thought I had a good knowledge of football.
No. Look, I'm not the biggest football fan, but I know this shit because SportsCenter. Back when it was actually good.
Yeah, SportsCenter ain't SportsCenter anymore.
Yeah, it's been... Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
But yeah, he fucked up his whole family. He is
just for fucking wanting to keep playing fucking football, which he doesn't, like, quite frankly, he doesn't need it. Quite frankly, he doesn't need it. He's just doing it out of, I don't know what the fuck is he doing it for.
Yeah, he only got one. He beat the Steelers that year in 2010.
Yep. Uh-huh. I remember because one of my good friends in DR, he's a Steelers fan. And he cried like a motherfucker.
I would have too.
He cried like a motherfucker when they lost. God damn. I was like, why the fuck? Why? God damn it, why? Because it was Aaron Rodgers that year. That's all. That was his year.
Yeah, their defense was number one that year. That defense stopped everything pretty much.
And he was hitting on all cylinders that year too. But anyways, so yeah, Brady, retire, dude. Like, get back to that
marriage.
Go back to that beautiful Brazilian woman that you got there, and just make amends. Have a fucking calm down, dude. You got everything you need in life, and you accomplished everything in one of the hardest sports known to man, and you accomplished.
I don't think he'll quit now.
Oh no,
he'll quit in the middle of the season.
No. He'll play it out, but I just fear that it's gonna have to take somebody knocking him down literally.
No, but he doesn't get hit. He falls to the ground. He's smart and aware of his surroundings. At his age, still.
Yeah, but he ain't no spring chicken anymore, man.
No, a lot of these older quarterbacks are not doing well this year.
Because
Brady being one of them, Rodgers being another.
Yeah, Rodgers is fucking old already.
How
old is he? 38, 39?
He's up there. His even his lifestyle. He's 38.
38, yeah. Because he
was about to get married from that girl from the Divergent series. I forgot her name.
Oh yeah, that girl.
She was a little wacky.
Yeah.
When I was like, really? You almost got married with that when you had Danica Patrick?
Yeah.
But like even Russell Wilson is having a shit year. All these youngings are kicking ass. Josh Allen.
It's a young man's sport.
I'm watching Patrick Mahomes. It's on the TV over here on the side.
It's a young man's sports now.
Right now, yeah. I mean, these older guys are just. Rodgers didn't do shit to. I mean, he also lost his top receiver, but usually he's able to connect. Like he has receivers that have been there for a few years, and he's not connecting with them at all. I don't know what's going on with him. But these guys, these older guys are not doing it. I think it's time to retire, Brady. Rodgers is next. I think it's time for him to bye.
Well, you don't see. I mean, Roethlisberger retired last year, right?
Yeah, at the end of last year.
Yeah, he retired last year.
This is the first year he hasn't played.
So yeah, like all these old dudes.
Roethlisberger got fucked up too. He's a big dude, started running around. He could take hits, but it comes back to haunt you.
Hey man, the body will get those receipts later. The body
I think he was in Connecticut one off season, and Connecticut doesn't require helmets. And he was in an accident.
In a motorcycle accident?
Yeah, so God knows what his body took there too.
Mm.
I think he was in Connecticut. But yeah, I mean, it's like you said, you can't be a part-time football player.
Nah, that doesn't work there. And wrestling it does, but not in fucking football. Not in fucking football, my friend.
So yeah, Ben is what? He's 40. Ben Roethlisberger is 40. Dude is it was his time. He didn't have fun last year.
Anyway, so I think we're done here.
I'm sorry, he had a motorcycle accident in Pittsburgh. He didn't have a helmet on.
Well, dummy of the week right there.
Underwent 7 hours of surgery to repair a broken jaw and other facial bones. So, Angelo, if you listen to this, in New York, you're required to wear a helmet.
No,
wear a goddamn helmet.
No, dude, believe me, he told me that he drove like 60. He was like driving like a grandpa. I'm like, well, then why the fuck you did it then? It was like driving like a grandpa. I was like, hey man, that woman will kill me if I
die. You'll come back around and be her bitch still, okay? So.
Anyway, I think we can announce the thing that we were talking about before recording. That that I might quite possibly, be doing an appearance in another podcast. So we'll give the details on that when it comes out. But there's a good possibility that yours truly will be making an appearance on another podcast as a guest, not switching sides here, for God's sake.
You leaving me?
No, not switching sides here. I mean, how the fuck am I going to switch sides if this is my podcast? Like, how am I going to fuck myself? How am I going to do that to myself? Like, you're going to fuck yourself. Like, no, we're not going to I'm not going to fuck myself. It's just another podcast. It's called the Just Conversation Podcast. So, probably this week we'll be recording with them. Been chatting up with them via social medias, and sounds intriguing, and they seem to have an interest. So this is good for us because the podcast is growing and people are hearing about us. So hopefully, and we'll also get a mention over there. And I'm just giving their mention now for them as well. Free plug right there, no money included. So the Just Conversation podcast. So we'll get we will get our promotion there, which is good. And speaking of promotion, our social medias, website, and all that goodies. Website huskybarboo.pod.com. The social media Husky Barboo Pod on both Instagram and Twitter. Our personal social media accounts, that Ariel Duran and Jonathan. Yours is
JohnnyBoy426.
Yes. Also remember the TeePublic store. The link is always in the description of the podcast. We always put it. There's a 35% off at the moment we're recording.
But there's every other week there's a 35% off. Yeah. They might even extend this one because this one was an extension of last week. So
yeah, so you can get all the T-shirts, the stickers, case,
hoodies, masks, phone cases, artwork.
Yes,
it's becoming cold now, so you might want a nice little hoodie.
Yeah, you might want to get that hoodie with our mugs in it if you are that narcissistic and crazy.
Well, you made us look good in that logo. So
I try. I try.
You had to work a lot on it, but you made us look good.
Yeah, I try. Anyway, those are all the beats here on our end. So help a brother out, buy stuff. It will help us out in terms of getting more quality stuff. Like for example. This week we got upgrades. Jonathan had a good upgrade on a good mic. That's why you're probably hearing his voice a lot more than mine. Because usually I'm shouting over him and he's like sounding.
Yeah, it was a good upgrade. It was worth it. I mean, the other one did its job for the time being, but it's a good, I started this out as a hobby and it just became something more to it now. It's like I hate missing a week. But, life is life.
Life is life.
So you're always going to miss a show or two.
God damn, that's an old fucking song.
Yeah, I don't even know what you were referenced there, so I'm just going to let you continue with it.
80s people, you understand.
So, yeah, so we got a new mic here. We bought a nice mic
got
stand.
Another
mic for your house and another stand for your house.
Yeah, so when exactly we purchased another let's promote it. Rode pod mic. These are fucking good, by the way. I will vouch.
Used. They're top notch.
They're fucking top notch. So kudos to the people in Rode in Australia. Please hook us up. Please hook us up.
Hey,
hook us up. I wouldn't get mad if you send me the Rodecaster. I wouldn't get mad at fucking all. I'll promote that motherfucker to the end of time. I will promote that I will suck your.
Hey, pause.
That reminds me of Don't Be a Menace. I will suck your dick, man. Always we gotta fuck it up at the end.
We're always bringing that movie up, man. That fucking movie's killing us.
Too many fucking references. What can I tell you? Too many goddamn references. Anyways, this has been the Husky Barboo podcast number 92. Fuck, we're getting there.
That mark.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
You're going to be on that cast when? Thursday, you said?
Yeah, Thursday this week. We're recording. When it comes out, I don't know. But the recording is going to be
only Ariel right now, or if it's ever.
Yeah.
It's probably only going to be Ariel. I don't know. We don't know anything.
Yeah. I don't know the details and whatnot, but apparently they want to talk to me because apparently I make good conversation. That is scary. I'm an introvert, for God's sake.
Yeah, but you're interesting, or I wouldn't be around you either.
I guess. Interesting, like what? Like a pet rock?
No, I mean, you do make good conversations. I mean, dude, we've known each other for what, over a year now?
Yeah.
It only took us one day to warm up to each other, and that was it.
Yeah, we're just looking at each other through a Skype video. And looking at each other like, okay, who's going to speak first?
and we only met twice.
Yes.
In person.
In person.
You you know good people's, and you can read them, and
yeah. So
you have a bullshit radar, and sometimes it goes off, and sometimes it doesn't.
So yeah, there you go. I have a vote of confidence saying that I'm a good person.
You are. You
There's a vote of confidence out there saying that as a good person. I just cuss a lot, but I'm a good person.
You're a trucker, but I mean, I am too. Fuck them. If they don't like us, fuck them.
Yeah. Again, all these fucking references. House Party 3.
Just fuck them.
Fuck them. Fuck them in the R.I.P. Bernie Mac.
Oh, also, if anyone's looking for something to watch, I watched last night the new Fluffy stand-up from Dodger Stadium.
Oh.
It was really
He already filmed
good.
it? He already filmed it?
He filmed it like in the summertime.
Oh, yeah.
And he was supposed to do it. He basically tells you the story of what happened. He was supposed to film it in San Antonio, but had to cancel it because he ended up getting COVID.
Well, it ended up being better that he did it in Dodger Stadium because that's...
He did say, I apologize. I was supposed to be doing this with you, but this here is a life-changing thing.
Isn't he from Los Angeles?
Yeah.
So it worked out gangbusters for him.
And he but what I love about that is that he had this big stage, and he says unity. He says it's almost saying basically we're coming together to laugh. Like there's unity and laughter. Like we're different race, we're different color, we're different.
Something that is desperately needed in these days because
exactly.
Jesus Christ.
And he is spreading it, and he supports anything just like what you were talking about, protesting. You have every right to protest. No one's saying you couldn't, but do it in a nice manner.
Yeah, do it in a way that doesn't make you look like a total asshole.
Doesn't hurt anyone, doesn't hurt anything around you. Just get your point across.
Exactly. Get your point across without being a douche.
Exactly. So if anyone's looking to watch it, it's very good. He even went over this. He went over his time. Like he showed the clock for Netflix, and he was already 38 minutes past his time. And he goes, by contract, I fulfill your need. If anyone wants to leave, you can do it. But this is Fluffy time. And he threw the timer down. He goes, let's go. And he went off for another half hour. And then he ends it always with his famous joke with the Krispy Kreme when he left the store and the cop stopped him and says, "You know why I'm stopping you?" And he basically, because you want one. So if anyone wants to watch it, I give it a 20 out of 10. I mean, it was phenomenal. It had me and my wife laughing the whole time. So,
well, aces.
Exactly. So it brings a lot of people together. He even made fun some person was coughing. And he was like, "Hey, we just got back. We just got back." He goes, "I'd rather
don't start that shit.
And let it out the other way. I'd rather you fart." And he goes, "The people behind you are giving me the look, but hey, listen, I'd rather you fart. And if they can smell it, they don't have COVID. If they can't,
exactly. If you fart, nobody gonna get COVID from a fart."
So it was good. I liked it. Go out and watch it. You enjoy it. It was very well done. Produced by him and his company and Netflix together. So
awesome.
If anyone wants to watch anything funny or having a bad day and you just need something to pick you up, I suggest that.
Okay. Well, again, this has been the Husky Bible Podcast. And again, the longest ass outros in the history of humankind. That's what we give you.
For that.
Yeah, that's what we give you. So, hate us, love us, but keep listening.
If you don't like it,
keep listening, keep listening, and give Daddy money. Give Daddy money.
Yes, keep listening
and buy our shit.
Keep aware of our social medias. We will put out when Ariel's the podcast comes out. We will be promoting that. So
yes, we will. Anyways, thank you for listening, and we will be back next week.
Yes. Peace out, everybody.
Take
Have
care.
A good week.